Hey there! I'm Scott Peterson. I'm here with Peter from Bird Monster, and we are going to do some really simple yet amazing and delicious shrimp cookery today. Sound exciting?
Sounds great.
What are we doing right now?
We are honing our steel.
We're synchronized honing, right?
We're
synchronized honing. Yeah.
I think I can even do this with my eyes closed.
I know.
Is that something you'd recommend?
Probably not.
Okay.
But, you know, you can give it a try. No blood, no foul. Alright, so I think our knives are nice and honed, and we're ready to start cooking some shrimp. We're going to cook something simple, something delicious, and fast. Something that you could come home from work and bust out in like 10 minutes.
Sounds great.
Yeah. To start off with, what kind of shrimp do you typically buy at the store? You want to make sure that you get turtle-free. Okay. This is kind of an important thing because turtles are endangered, and the shrimp industry is actually kind of a big problem as far as bycatching turtles. Avoid previously frozen shrimp if you can, because why buy something that they thawed out for you? You don't know how long that's been thawed out, right?
Okay.
And you can thaw out your own shrimp. So if you're going to buy frozen, buy frozen. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to devein. You know what deveining is?
I have an idea of what it is.
Have a little bit of an idea. So to take the shell off, what you need to do is you pinch into the middle, into the belly here, and then pull it all around there.
All right. Give it a shot.
Yeah. Starting at the belly first. It's a nice soft spot. You can get inside there. You don't want to apply too much pressure. You don't want to mangle your shrimp, right?
Oh, shit. I've been known to mangle a few shrimp in my day.
Shrimp mangler.
Yes.
Working gently with the fish is always a good way to go. Any sort of fish, you want to work gently with it. You start applying too much pressure, you start bruising the meat, it starts getting, very...
You don't want to abuse your shrimp.
Don't abuse your shrimp.
Don't abuse these things.
Any sort of seafood, you have to be very gentle, very delicate.
Okay.
So we're making just a minor little incision. You can see that right there. We're just going down maybe a 1/16 of an inch.
Okay.
You start to see that vein. We're going to pull that out and get rid of it. And then we're good to go. And sometimes they have a clean vein.
This one must have been a vegetarian.
Or maybe he's on a cleanse.
Yeah.
He's on a
The
cleanse.
juice cleanse. So Scott, tell me, why do we line the shrimp up like this?
We line the shrimp up like this so that we can season them easily and uniformly. Okay? So to start off with, we are going to come up high like this, right? So come up high, you can sprinkle it around, you get a nice even coating, right?
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, and then you can also say some stuff like, make it rain! It's always a lot of fun.
Make it rain!
Make it rain!
My girlfriend is going to be so happy. I mean, my wife. I mean, my wife and my girlfriend are both going to be happy. I'm going
Both, yeah, no. It's always good to keep your wife and your girlfriend happy. And your boyfriend.
Yeah.
We're going to set these aside and we're going to start on kind of our marinade that we're going to coat our shrimp in. Okay? So, time to bust out the big guns. First thing we're going to start off with is our herbs. We're going to do about a tablespoon or so of thyme. And then we're going to do about 3 tablespoons of parsley. And we want kind of a medium cut on these. Not too fine and not too coarse. Because we're going to coat the shrimp with this before we cook it. We don't want it so fine that it just loses all its flavor in the shrimp.
Sure.
You want to be able to bite into some of these herbs and have that burst of flavor. Next up, scallions. Okay?
Also known as green onions.
Also known as green onions. It's the same thing.
Right.
Same thing.
Not completely useless.
No. So, what part of the green onion do you use? Or the scallion?
So we don't want the stalk.
You can use the whole thing as long as it looks
wow.
good. As
Okay.
long as it looks good. So, the little root end, it's not going to be a nice texture when you bite into that. And maybe some of the stuff that's up at the top doesn't look so hot. We'll get rid of that. Slice. Right? Alright, we're ready to add those into our herbs. Next up, we've got garlic. We are going to mince up this garlic. We're going to go all for cloves? You're going to go all for cloves?
Yeah, I'm Italian, so...
So, yeah, for sure, right? Okay. Yeah, looks great. All right, let's add that to our bowl. And then what we're going to do is hit that with some olive oil. So go pretty heavy, a little heavier than you would think. We want this coated enough so that every single piece is
more
olive oil. We're not only coating this, we're going to coat all of our shrimp with this. So you need a decent amount in there. What we're going to do now, we're going to take our seasoned shrimp, add those to a bowl. We're going to take a little bit of our, for lack of a better word, salsa verde, right? Add that to our shrimp. And then we're going to gently massage those guys. You want to do that for me?
Yeah, my hands.
Yeah. So this is something that can sit in the refrigerator overnight. You can leave these for a while, and the flavor will just improve. But if you cook them right away, they're still going to be amazing. And what we're going to do is cook these right away. Okay? All right, Peter, we're ready to fire these shrimp up.
Let's do it.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our pan smoking hot.
All right.
Okay, we want this thing super hot, so we're going to turn the heat all the way up to 11. And then once that olive oil starts to shimmer, then we add the shrimp.
Toss them in.
Yeah, because the shrimp cooks super fast, and we want to get a nice browning on the outside.
And how much oil do you add?
Just enough to coat the bottom.
Okay.
Our shrimp already have some oil on them, so sticking should not be much of an issue. Okay, slide them in. There you go.
Sizzle.
Nice. Yeah, that's the sound we want to hear. We have a pan. And you can see a little brown right there at the bottom. Okay, that's good. That's what we want. We want that brown. It kind of makes the flavors more complex whenever you start to get the browning of the meat, right, of the proteins. Alright, so now we're going to flip these bad boys. So these guys are pretty much done at this point. Okay?
Quick.
Very quick.
Yeah.
Very quick. It was maybe 3 minutes that we cooked these total, right? We can take these shrimp, we can add them to a pasta, we can add them to a salad. You can just eat them as is. They're delicious. You want to give them a try?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's try them. All right.
Hot.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, man. That's some good shrimp.
It's delicious.
Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Scott with Peter. We'll see you next time.